this next session in which NEC has deliberated and resolution taken and adopted.
Go ahead. Just go ahead.
Resolutions adopted at the National Executive Council NEC meeting of the Labour Party held today, Monday, 7th of April 2025 at the national headquarters of the party in Abuja. The NEC meeting was attended by members of the National Working Committee, national officers of the party, state chairmen and secretaries, stakeholders of the party, and other co-opted members of the National Executive Council as provided by Article 13A of the party's constitution. At the end of this meeting, the following resolutions were approved and adopted. Number 1, Labour Party expresses satisfaction with the Supreme Court decision in which it has returned the power, glory, and supremacy of political parties to the party's organ. 2, the court asserted the supremacy of the party over its internal affairs and that leadership of a political party is not for any court to decide, as it is a no-go area for the court, and so the court did not sack the current National Working Committee led by Barrister Aburi. Accordingly, NEC in session reaffirmed the Nnewi National Convention held on the 27th of March 2024 that produced the current National Working Committee, which is under the leadership of Barrister Julius Aburi. NEC in session believe very strongly that present National Working Committee will lead the party in subsequent election to victory and therefore reinforce their confidence in the Aburi-led NWC. NEC in session condemned in strong terms the activities of the caretaker committee, which is illegally established by Governor Alex Otti and His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi in a so-called stakeholders meeting held on the 4th of September 2024 in Umuahia. The Supreme Court admonished party leaders and members of the party to always abide by the constitution of the party. NEC in session noted that Article 14(4)(b) gives power to call meeting only by the National Secretary with the approval of the National Chairman, and accordingly, NEC in session warned all members to abide by the constitution of the Labour Party. NEC in session notes the various anti-parties activities of Governor Alex Otti, including calling unauthorized stakeholders meeting, usurping the powers of NEC, conducting local government election under the platform of another political party. The governor has also intensified his effort to factionalize the party leadership by calling an illegal NEC meeting, which is scheduled to hold on the 9th of on Wednesday, 9th of April 2025. The leadership of the Labour Party is also aware of Governor Otti's plot to cripple our party before moving to another political party where he hoped to contest the 2027 governorship election. His anti-party's activities is unbecoming of a highly respected personality and can no longer be acceptable. NEC in session stated that it will not hesitate to discipline him in line with Article 19 of the party's constitution. NEC in session hereby usurps its power to NWC to discipline, to take appropriate disciplinary action on Governor Peter Alex Otti if he went ahead to conduct that illegal meeting of Wednesday. NEC in session also noted with dismay that it will not hesitate to discipline any other erring member who violates the party's constitution, regardless of how big or powerful such individual may be. NEC in session, in the exercise of its duty, hereby caution the former presidential candidate of our great party, Governor Peter Obi, to stop participating in any activities capable of undermining the peace, unity, and integrity of the party, as NEC will not hesitate to issue steeper penalty if found culpable. NEC in session reviewed the activities of the House of Representative Caucus leader, Honorable Victor Afam Ogene, and wishes to note as follows: that the voice of the current leadership of the Labour Party is not being heard in the lower chambers, that there is a lack of cohesion amongst our members in the House, that the leadership appears to be compromised, and that the ideology and program of the party are not well presented. NEC in session, as a result of the aforementioned, decided to relieve Honorable Afam Ogene of that leadership role for the delegation of duty, and consequently, Honorable Barrister Ben Etanebene has been appointed by the NEC in session as the Labour Party caucus leader in the House of Representatives. NEC mandated the National Working Committee to inform and communicate its decision to the relevant authorities. All financial records, parties' contributions should be handed to the new, that Aponi should be delivered to the new caucus leader. 10. NEC in session assure all Nigerians of a good leadership under the current leadership of the Labour Party led by Barrister Julius Abure, that Labour Party is willing to provide Nigerians good governance, security, economic growth and development, infrastructure development, robust electoral system, free and independent judiciary, if given the opportunity and mandate by Nigerians to provide leaders for the country. We therefore assure all Nigerians of a political party that is different and that has internal party democracy.
Of the first question, which has to do with the removal of or relieving of Afam Ogene of his duty as the caucus leader, the party needs to make it abundantly clear that it is the responsibility of the party to appoint a caucus leader. Leader of the caucus is not just somebody that you appoint. It must be somebody who is well grounded in the philosophy, ideology of the party, and somebody who will be able to represent the party very, very well. Of course, we all know the trajectory of the Labour Party, how certain people were elected, and we didn't really know them in depth. But now that they are in office, we're able to assess their capacity, we're able to assess their competence, and that's why the party has painfully decided to make this decision. It is the responsibility of the party to choose a caucus leader. It is not the responsibility of all members of the House. In any event, we believe that our action is rational, is justified, and we believe that all right-thinking members of this party will follow the decision of the party. The Supreme Court decision, which is being celebrated, has given supremacy to the leadership of the party. And I want to believe that Labour Party is one of those that is leading this trajectory. Part of the reason why the country has been in decay is that those in the executive arm of government control the legislature, and by extension is now controlling the judiciary. Sorry to say, and it's very, very unfortunate. And they also control party machinery. And that's why the whole country is in a mess. All states are in a mess because there are no checks and balances in the system. Nowadays, you no longer have party program. In those days of the Action Group, the UPN era, the First, and even the Second Republic, no governor, no president has his own program. It is the party program that is implemented by the executive arm of government. But all of these have been eroded. And if we say Labour Party is different, we believe that charity should begin at home. And so this charity, we want to begin it from our homes. If we have a governor, for instance, who will go and conduct local government election, just as PDP and APC is doing, what is the difference between them? How have we shown to Nigerians that Labour Party is going to be different? So we want to begin to put our house in order ahead of 2027 general election. Any elected officer who is not representing our party program want to let the whole world know that they are not representing us, so that when it comes to the general election of 2027, they will not use those characters to assess the party. And that's why we have decided to take some of these steps to show to Nigerians that those we have elected who have not mirrored the party programs, the party ideology, and it's not an epitome, it's not an embodiment of the policies, the program, and the directive of the party, is not worthy to represent us forthwith. And that is the position of, yes. Somebody wanted to know to share more light on these marine measures of the party, of that article. I will oblige him with a copy of the Constitution so that he can read that part of the Constitution. But it has a lot. There are expulsions, there are warnings, there are suspension for a month, for 2 months, for 3 months. There are several disciplinary measures that the party can take. But that would depend on the National Executive Council meeting when the issue comes up. And so I think that I've answered that. Yes, somebody talked about the Anambra governorship election. Well, it's unfortunate that this is happening, but you could see that some people are calling for meeting without authority. Some people are orchestrating critical committee of the Labour Party. It's a challenge that we have and that we'll gradually be dealing with. I want to believe that however is the case, we'll be able to navigate it, use what we have to see how we can use it to get to where we want to be. It is even for this reason that we are taking this firm and decisive step, so that Nigerians will see clearly that we are not part and parcel of the rubbles that is happening in the country. It is to give the party cohesion. Because if a party has no cohesion, where people misbehave in the party, where there is no discipline, people take laws into their hands, call illegal meetings, disregard the policy of the party, bring the party leadership to distribute, and we can't be talking about election when all of this is happening. So it's also steps that we are taking so that we can have cohesion in the party, have clear leadership in the party towards 2027 election. For me, somebody asked the question about coalition. I must say clearly that in all my interviews, I've never been opposed to coming together of like minds, coalition of political parties, and so on, that will bring about good governance in the country. I have never been opposed to that, and Labour Party is not opposed to it. I think what the NEC referred to is subversive activities, where parallel meetings are called. For instance, the Umuahia meeting has created division in the party. It is such meetings we are referring to. It's not all of that. It's not meetings that has to do with the general wishes of the people to have a coalition and all of that. Those are not the meetings we are referring to. We are referring to meetings that undermine the party, that undermine the leadership of the party, meetings that are called that is creating division in the party, parallel meeting organs are what we are talking about. It's not meeting of coalition and all other meetings. Thank you.